What's on guys, it's Aaron here and welcome back to another Star Savior video. First of all, I want to thank everyone for the amount of support you guys have shown me in my last video. It really means a lot to me. And frankly, I didn't expect it to gain that much traction. So once again, thank you guys so much and feel free to leave suggestions in the comment section on how I can further improve the quality of my content. So as of now, temporarily, I will be uploading on my main channel. So until then, make sure to subscribe to my second channel. Now, today, I would like to talk about the saviors and arcanas that you should be aiming for if you chose to reroll or pull on banners. To avoid this video being too long, I'll be only talking about 2 saviors that you should attempt to go for and the 3 arcanas that will absolutely benefit you in journey mode. Let's start off with Lacy. For the veterans out there, I'm pretty sure you've already seen this coming, but regardless, I'll give an explanation on why she's good in most scenarios. Her passive, Sentences That Hold the Wind, allows her to recover HP and increase her action gauge by 6% if she is hit by an enemy that's in the Twisted Dream state. Keep in mind that everything I mentioned here can be improved by limit breaking her, and the same applies to the next savior that I'm going to mention. But for the sake of easing the worries of F2P players, everything will stay at limit break 0, and let's move on. The HP recovered is in proportion to her attack power. So this pretty much makes her fine with getting hit, as she recovers a certain percentage of her own HP and increases her own action gauge by doing so, making her able to cycle her own turns faster. Her basic attack, Fire Dragon Born in Heaven, is a normal basic attack and grants 1 stack of upheaval to the user. Upheaval increases damage dealt to order-based enemies by 1% up to a maximum of 5 stacks. Her skill, Backflow Water Hell, increases her own speed by 20% for 2 turns, and if the target she's hitting is in a Twisted Dream state, her own damage will be increased by 20%. Overall, a very solid skill, as you'll regularly see her doing an insane amount of damage after using her ultimate to apply the Twisted Dream state for enemies. Next, of course, is her ultimate, Poem of Water and Fire. She increases her own attack power by 30% for 2 turns and causes all enemies to be entangled in a dream state for 3 turns with a 100% chance. So this is what I mean by the Twisted Dream state earlier. The Twisted Dream state also has an additional effect, being reducing the enemy's attack by 10%. All Nova Burst buffs for her skills are going to be pretty much the same, which is increasing her own toughness fixed damage by 1, with her skill being the only exception of granting an extra 20% damage bonus. So with a high AoE capability and damage dealing potential, she reigns the early game with supreme DPS and value for your team, so make sure to pick her from the free selector given to you at the start, or if you want to do so, reroll for her and hope for your luck to shine on you that day. And next we have Asherah, Waltz of Starlight. Now, some of you may have already known this, either you heard it from someone else or through a showcase of her, but she's an absolute beast of a healer and tank that will keep your team alive absolutely no matter what. Her dupes or limit break is pretty much one of the, if not the most worth it in my personal opinion in the entire game, and she's definitely a goal to go for if you're going to reroll for her. So let's break down her kit. Her passive, Runison, at base increases her max HP by 5%. Not much, right? Well, the thing is, again, she is one of the ones that actually requires or needs her dupes to be even better. This is not a requirement, however, just saying upfront, but if you have it, it will make her way better. So let's take a look at what changed. At her first limit break, she will not only just increase her max HP, but also after she uses her basic attack skill, Bel Raham, she recovers HP to the ally that's currently has the lowest HP percentage. Not only that, she also increases the chance of a coordinated attack, which in this case means she will attack the enemy with her basic attack skill once an ally also uses their own basic attack skill, by 10% for each stack of insight granted to her, up to a maximum of 5 stacks. So what is insight? Insight is a status that increases her damage dealt to chaos enemies by 1% for each stack, and again it reaches up to a maximum of 5 stacks. The amount recovered, which is the healing, is proportional to her own max HP. So a HP scaling savior that not only that further increases her own HP while healing allies and doing follow-up attacks, you cannot ask for a better savior than her, honestly. Let's get into her skills. Her basic attack, Bel Raham, a normal basic attack that grants the user 1 stack of insight upon use, and damage increases proportional to her own max HP. Her skill, Valdor, recovers HP for all allies, triggers Starlight Wish, and it cannot be dispelled for 2 turns and grants 1 stack of insight. Damage and recovery amount of HP increases in proportional to the user's max HP. So Starlight Wish increases her speed by an extra 10% and effect resistance by a whopping 30%. Seriously, in PvP to even apply debuff on her, you pretty much need to have a high effect hit percentage or you're just pretty much gonna lose in the long game. But for PvE, however, makes her an absolute goddess in terms of survivability, so keep that in mind. Anyway, let's move on. Her ultimate, Lumiere Somnet, recovers HP for all allies, removes 2 debuffs from them, and increases the action gauge for all allies except her by 15%. Grants her 1 stack of insight and HP recovered is proportional to her own max HP. So her Nova Burst ability for basic attack temporarily increases her own toughness fixed damage by 1 and removes 1 weakening effect from all allies after the attack. Her skill only increases her own toughness fixed damage by 1, and as for the ultimate, after using it, she will recover 1 strength. So far, what do you guys think? I'm pretty sure the Korean veterans definitely love and hate her because of how strong she is, but it might just be interesting to see how things go from here. Let me know down in the comments area below if you have any opinions regarding Lacy or Ashura. Now, let's get into Arcanas. The first of the 3 that I want to talk about is Elastic Acceleration. This Arcana is Lacy's Arcana and very good in a lot of scenarios. It's one of the most used Arcana combos for journey mode as well, and at the start of the journey, this Arcana provides 5 strength and bond points increased by 11 at max level without limit breaking. So training effects include training increase by 8.72% and conditions effect increased by 9.5%. Sensitive training effects are pretty much the gold event occurrence when you reach max affinity inside of a journey. So this one will allow her to increase the occurrence by an extra 260 flat, and the effects from it, such as increased strength, increases by 24.84%. So if you see the text up here, it basically means that she's a strength support and overall support, suitable for all occasions. Next, we have Construct Bomb Arcana, which belongs to Petra. Her Arcana is probably the only SSR that gives concentration support, which is needed by most of the saviors and provides a lot of benefits. For starters, at the beginning of the journey, she provides concentration increase of 5, potential points by 9, and bond points by 9. Her training effects include condition increase by 7.6% and training effect increase by 12.08%. Sensitive training effects gives an extra bonus of 19.48% for the stats that you gain. And this Arcana's tags are crit chance support with overall support, which is pretty much gonna be used everywhere. And finally, we have a Knight's Oath, probably the best Arcana on launch. It provides speed support. I don't have the Arcana yet, so I'm going to be giving the stats at level 20, where you unlock all the base effects. So at the beginning of the journey, you will get a stamina increase by 6 and bond points increased by 8. The training effects increase by 11% and a further increase in appearance rate by 2.5%. Sensitive training will increase the stat gain by 16% and support request effect will increase your ancient coin gain as well. So once again, keep in mind this is not level 35, so it's not accurate presentation. So if any one of the veterans in the video or watch the video wants to provide the stats, please do so in the comment section. I appreciate it. As mentioned earlier, this Arcana is a speed and overall support, and this sub skill is what I mean. So this sub skill pretty much increases your skill, or I mean speed, by 8, which is absolutely good in my opinion, as in a turn-based game where speed is undeniably the king, this Arcana should be your aim as well. And that will be it for this video. Once again, leave your ideas and thoughts in the comments about these saviors and Arcanas. What do you guys think? Will you be going for them on launch or save for the collab? Let me know down in the comments as well. Make sure to like and subscribe if you find this video informative and enjoyable, and check out my second channel where I'll be posting there in the near future. My name's Aaron. See you guys in my next video, and have a great day.